We've all been there when we first entered high school. What do we get involved in? Now, there are some that do find their way and get involved, and there are some who never do. But regardless, I'm here to talk about why involvement is not just an optional aspect of the high school experience, but is essential in bridging the gap in the many bonds that we can form and how much involvement means to me. In grade 8, I never really prioritized getting involved in school spirit or school clubs or school sports. I prioritized studies. Yep, in grade 8, studies, homework. Now, albeit, this built discipline and academic intellect that has never gone away, but that's besides the point. I did get involved with clubs, but uh, I soon withdrew from them and left them because I was too busy with my commitments within school. And I did admire school events, but from afar. I watched our football games, I watched our theater productions, and I watched our clubs and student council-run events, but I never really got myself out of being the audience to these productions. Well, that has long changed. One important aspect in my grade 8 year was that I have observed what I could potentially be involved in. I wasn't lost about what commitments I can retain if I got involved in whatever it was. Thus, in grade 9, I joined a little thing called Theater Hamber. No clubs, unfortunately, not yet, but it was a start. I was actually inspired to get involved because of Theater Hamber's devotion, passion, and hard work. And by opening myself up and getting involved led me to meet new people I would have otherwise have never gotten to know if I didn't sign up. And believe it or not, these friendships have lasted to this day. And the heartfelt memories and the permanent connections made are still remembered and reminisced upon. Lasting friendships and connections are one of the most significant reasons why I continued to get more and more involved. It was joining the theater community that led me to meet many of my best friends today. So, you get involved and you will hopefully make friends, or you can drag in your friends to get involved with you. But regardless, bonds are bound to be formed, and this will hopefully initiate a ripple effect where more and more people will start to join you. And if this optimistic plan ends up working, you will end up building a community that will benefit you, your friends, and society as a whole. It's a win-win scenario for everybody. In grade 10, I expanded my involvement within Theater Hamber, but not beyond. Now, the circumstances in grade 10 where I was formerly a follower, an actor, I was now a director. It was now my turn to lead and inspire the newcomers and the old vets instead of being inspired by leaders. Now, I'll tell you all one little secret. If you manage to get people and inspire them to become the position that you are, not only does it fill you with pride and flattery, but it also hits you really hard right here. Now, the more you get involved, the higher your chances of taking a leadership role will be close to inevitable. High school does change people, many times for the better and many times for the worse. But regardless, it is these changes that people go through, this self-growth that signifies progress. And progress in most cases is a good thing. Sorry, you guys. Eventually, your inspirations, your leaders, will eventually move on and you will have to take their place. You may seem overwhelmed at first. Don't worry, I was. But you'll come to find that you've developed these certain skills from following your leaders over time, and the cycle repeats. It's true. Leaders don't create more followers. They create more leaders. And by playing a part in that cycle, you will end up progressing society, progressing community, progressing humanity. If you were to look back in my grade 8 year and compare it to who I am now, you may ask yourself, how did he develop and change so drastically from an observer to a leader? It was the inspirational and passionate energy from others that pushed me into my own path of progression. It made me realize in this ever-changing world, we need more leaders, more people to take initiative, because that is the only way the human race will keep on going, keep on developing, keep on inspiring. Eventually, these ideas pushed me to expand beyond this one community. In grade 11, I rapidly got involved with numerous clubs and with Hamburg Student Council. These many clubs expanded my network, my connections, and my friendships. I was now a part of many different communities in Eric Hamber, and I now believe that I was now forming a more personal relationship with the school. The attitude I had towards this place in grade 8 was that this was a school where I did tests, essays, and homework for 5 days a week. But by joining these many communities and gaining so much perspectives of Eric Hamber, it made me believe that this place was so much more than that. This lovely place now became my second home. My desire to spread school spirit only increased the more and more I got involved in multiple things. To me, these ideas of involvement and community became ideas that were genuinely worth fighting about. I desired to install school spirit into others with activities that I was passionate about to keep school spirit alive. It became important to me because I knew it would form heartfelt memories, connections, and friendships. And it is those things that people must strive for in life, as it not only leaves you with a history to reminisce about, but leaves your community with a legacy to look back on. Which has led me to grade 12, to now. I've got more involved, but the thing about commitments is that you can only do so much of them. It is important to maintain a balance of self-care when you partake in your involvements, because failure to do so will leave you to scramble to get on top of your work, and you may falter in your abilities. However, it is these necessary risks that you must take to recognize the limits of your responsibilities. Without these hardships, you cannot strengthen your resolve to get involved. Looking back, I don't regret any of the experiences I had with getting involved, whether they were good or bad experiences or memories. I was passionate with them through and through, which now leads to you guys, why you should get involved. You should get involved because the experience not only shapes you into a leader, but because the memories that you make are yours to cherish. We need more people to start getting involved for the right reasons, for selfless reasons, for reasons that only passion can describe. The desire to spread involvement will be contagious, and this fervor will fuel school spirit. Would you rather live in a dull community or a lively one, where doors of opportunity are around at every corner, where you can be empowered with opportunity and can be empowered to give it? The full high school experience should be an experience enjoyed, not detested. Our time in high school is short, yet critical, for better or for worse. But with community and involvement, it will be for the better. If you share in my sentiments, then what are you waiting for? Get involved. Play a part in your community. Make those friendships, make those memories, make those experiences. Our time here is short, and my time has run out. Thank you.